€30 million per year. That is the salary Vinicius Junior is demanding from Real Madrid, matching what Cristiano Ronaldo earned at the peak of his powers. That figure instantly set the dressing room buzzing. This is not just about retaining a star. This is a battle for status. The issue is no longer about money alone. Vinicius wants to establish himself as the new king at the Bernabéu, surpassing even Mbappé and Bellingham. Once again, Real Madrid faces a familiar dilemma. They let Cristiano Ronaldo walk away because he felt underappreciated. Sergio Ramos also departed after renewal talks collapsed. Will Vinicius follow the same path? Or this time, will President Perez break the mold and bend? On paper, Vinicius still has a contract until the year 2027. Real Madrid technically has no reason to rush, but reality tells a different story. It was Madrid who initiated negotiations at the start of 2025. Why? Because the arrival of Mbappé has shifted the power balance within the squad. Real had initially proposed a salary of 15 to 20 million euros per year, on par with Mbappé, but Vinicius and his representatives demanded more. They asked for 30 million euros annually, including base salary, bonuses, and renewal fees, a figure previously reached only by Ronaldo. The crux lies in the perception of roles. Madrid envisions Mbappé as the centerpiece of the new project, while Vinicius, though vital, is not seen as the number one figure. Meanwhile, Vinicius wants recognition as an irreplaceable pillar, the one who carried the team through its transitional phase. The two sides have met multiple times. Madrid even asked bluntly, "What do you want?" Vinicius gave his number, but after that, silence. Negotiations dragged on, neither collapsing nor progressing. Vinicius' camp is not rushing either. He still has 2 years left. Time is on his side. With every passing transfer window, the pressure on Madrid grows heavier. Meanwhile, the Saudi giants have been lurking persistently. Since 2023, they have quietly approached Vinicius, starting with sponsoring his esports organization. By mid-2024, things turned serious when they placed a record-breaking offer on the table, one of the largest deals in sports history. Vinicius did not outright reject it. He even took part in a video call from Prague to hear the Saudi project, and later attended an in-person meeting in London. Real Madrid also received a formal offer, which they immediately declined. Still, Vinicius never slammed the door shut. He simply felt the timing was not right. The dream of winning a Ballon d'Or was still alive, and leaving Europe too early would jeopardize that ambition. Moreover, he still wanted to be part of the new Galacticos project Real Madrid was building around Mbappé. Yet the Saudi clubs have not given up. They are willing to wait until the summer of 2025 and have openly expressed their ambition to bring Vinicius in. Real Madrid knows full well that with the crazy figures Middle Eastern clubs can offer, the pressure will only escalate. That is why Madrid moved proactively to open talks with Vinicius Junior, aiming to maintain control before the situation spirals out of hand. But Vinicius is not just seeking a new contract. He wants to make history. 30 million euros per year, a figure reserved not for the talented, but for the truly great. At the Bernabéu, only Cristiano Ronaldo had ever touched that level. And now, Vinicius wants to be the next. It is how he stakes his claim. During the years when Madrid lacked a true superstar, it was Vinicius who carried the club. He scored the big goals, won the Champions League, secured La Liga titles, and kept Madrid relevant in every title race. With everything he has given, Vinicius believes he deserves to stand at the very summit of the Bernabéu. However, from Real Madrid's side, it is not that simple. Memories of past noisy departures still linger. Cristiano Ronaldo left not because of money, but because he felt less valued compared to Messi or Neymar. A similar story unfolded with Sergio Ramos, who once requested a 2-year extension to secure his future. Real Madrid offered only 1 year, with a 10% pay cut. When Ramos agreed, they cleverly informed him that the offer had expired, as if to reinforce one simple truth: at the Bernabéu, the club makes the rules. Now, the Vinicius dilemma once again challenges that very principle. If Real Madrid gives in, they risk triggering a domino effect across wages and bonuses. If Vinicius secures 30 million euros per year, will Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappé simply stand still? For Vinicius, President Perez understands this is no longer a question of money alone. This is a chess match for power and status. Right now, Kylian Mbappé is the brightest superstar at Madrid. Since his arrival in the summer of 2024, he has immediately become the focal point of the tactical system. Jude Bellingham, who had exploded onto the scene last season, has been forced to step back and make room for Mbappé. Meanwhile, Vinicius faces inconsistent form and a contract saga hanging in the air. For President Perez, this is a balancing act for the entire squad. From wages to playing roles, everything must be calculated with precision. Mbappé currently earns a base salary of around 15 million euros per year, roughly the same as Vinicius. But the key difference lies in a colossal signing bonus, 40 million euros, just for putting pen to paper, making Mbappé the highest earner at the club in total income. Vinicius knows this all too well. He feels he deserves recognition that matches his relentless years of service. From another angle, Jude Bellingham is also quietly applying pressure. Having joined Real Madrid on a salary between 8 and 10 million euros, Bellingham has swiftly become indispensable both on and off the pitch. And now, as Vinicius pushes for a new deal, Bellingham's camp subtly reminds Madrid that it is time to reward his contributions accordingly. Florentino Perez fully understands the risks of triggering a domino effect if he grants Vinicius's demands. Once that door opens for Vini, others will soon come knocking. That is precisely what Madrid has fought hard to avoid for years, even at the cost of losing Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos when negotiations broke down. Within Madrid, not everyone supports granting Vinicius such a record-breaking contract. Some see him as the irreplaceable future. Others believe he lacks the consistency to be the center of a grand project. Veteran journalist Julio Pulido bluntly stated that Vinicius is starting to lose himself. He pointed out Vini's increasing temper issues, his struggles to control emotions, and his diminishing impact on the pitch. According to Pulido, Madrid could be taking a major gamble by placing too much trust in the Brazilian star, and this viewpoint is gaining traction. More Madridistas now feel that Vini creates more noise off the pitch, from racial controversy to contract disputes, while his actual influence during matches is waning. However, there remains a strong camp of supporters defending Vinicius. To them, he symbolizes courage, a player willing to face every storm and carry Madrid on his shoulders when the club needs it most. So, the debate around Vinicius is no longer just about footballing ability, it is about leadership, character, and spirit. Is he the future of Real Madrid, or merely a star who might need replacing? Florentino Perez is keenly aware of these diverging opinions, and it could very well be a reason why negotiations have slowed down. Vinicius still has a contract until 2027, and he is smart enough to wield time as a weapon. With every passing transfer window without a new agreement, the pressure on Madrid intensifies. But if Vini plays hardball, Madrid is prepared to explore alternatives. The name Erling Haaland keeps surfacing. Although the Norwegian striker recently extended his contract with Manchester City until 2029, for Madrid nothing is impossible if they are pushed into action. Let us not forget, Madrid once let Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos depart without immediate perfect replacements as long as their principles remained intact. Thus, it is only natural for Madrid to quietly prepare contingency plans, even ones as ambitious as Haaland. Ultimately, it all comes down to how much each side is willing to concede. Will Vinicius lower his demands to remain the symbol of the Bernabéu, or will Perez break his own tradition and hand over a historic contract? The answer remains wide open. The Vinicius-Real Madrid saga is not just about numbers on a contract. It is about pride, principles, and recognition. Vinicius has his reasons to demand what he believes he deserves, but Real Madrid carries the legacy of a century-old empire that has never bent to the will of any single individual. Right now, the ball is in Florentino Perez's court. If he concedes, Madrid keeps its precious gem but must brace for the wave of demands that may follow. If he stands firm, he risks pushing Vinicius out the Bernabéu door. Elite football is not decided solely on the pitch. It is also fought through silent battles across negotiation tables. And once again, Real Madrid must make one of the coldest, most defining decisions to secure their enduring future.